specific spot for it to work with like the ranged bum wall. Oh, you missed it. Unlucky. It's such a shame there's not like a better branch skip. It feels like with all the tech we have, it feels like there should be a better way of doing this. Like it's one of the only places that it's just so difficult to get past this wall. I don't know why. Like in most other places, you know, you just go around the wall, which we can do here, but we're too low. There's so many kind of awkward situations that just make it kind of trash. But it is possible, which is the worst situation. Where if it was like completely impossible, then no problem. But or if it was, you know, possible and reliable, then no problem. But yeah, we're in this kind of awkward territory where it's like you can just barely do it.
Yeah.
Um,
it's honestly a miracle that it works at all.
It is, to be fair. I mean, I don't know how Exploit even found this. I guess he was inspired to run at a wall for a while. It feels like you should not be able to get out of bounds there. Like you're inside like a contained building. It's just there's like one of the textures in the top right just doesn't load properly, or you squeeze through a gap. But it doesn't work on the left side, which is funny. I tried this. You only go through on this kind of like front right side of the building. There's no real reason why it should work. But yeah, a bit of a miracle. I guess there's quite a few skips like that in these games that just probably shouldn't work. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day there'll be a better version of this copium. My instinct still says that there's a better way, or like there will exist a better way of doing this skip, but I cannot find it, and other people cannot find it. I don't know. It feels like we've got so many options, and just all of them don't seem to work. But usually, when you've got this many kind of ways of trying a skip, one of them will work better. But apparently not. So find it? No, I've tried Kawaii. I tried for like hours and hours, and with like cheats and fly and everything, and nope, didn't get it working. But I still think there will be one. I don't know. Exploit also tried for a long time. I was chatting to him in Discord about it, and yeah, no dice so far. So maybe this is Dark Souls 2 now. Just run at a wall.
I mean, luckily, I don't think this skip will be used in any other categories.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it'd have to be a category where you don't go down the pit or even remotely near any of the branch. And given that there's a branch so fast in Harvest Valley, you can get a branch in like 5 seconds. So it would have to be a category that doesn't go to Harvest Valley and doesn't go down the pit. And yeah, there's not going to be many of those, I don't think.
That's pretty much just this one.
Yeah, just any percent. Four people in the first 5 minutes. Let's go. Did he get it? He did. Very good. I mean, I bet there's worse skips out there, Kawaii. Like, at least this works, you know, occasionally. It doesn't have, you've got to do 17k at the start, and it's like 8 minutes in, and there's a load of other crap you've got to deal with. But the skip itself, I mean, people are getting it like 1 in 4. There's going to be worse skips out there in some games. It's just kind of like a really dumb skip in that when you don't get it, it's just like, okay, just do it again, I guess. Like, you're not learning anything. You just kind of hoping. Whereas some other skips might be really hard, but you can get them wrong. Oh, 2 of them got it. Let's go.
Nice.
Can we get 4 out of 4 17Ks?
One thing I do like about branch skip is that it's made this version of the category quite a bit more comparable to Scholar. Because I remember before, because like in Scholar you could just go to Bastille to get a branch. In Vanilla you had to go all the way down to the pit to get one.
You can also do Turtle Boost. Don't forget about Turtle Boost to get a branch. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have multiple options in Scholar. It's pretty funny. Yeah. There's like a few routes that are all like 21 minutes, and yeah, in Vanilla you just don't have anything.
Yeah, you just have to do Catling Skip and go down to the pit to get it. So I'm kind of happy that that's no longer the case.
Go exploit. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's also good that it's kind of like it's similar to other games now where there's not such a huge discrepancy. Dark Souls 1 had the same thing, right? Where you've kind of got like an old patch specific, extremely fast go. Damn, 3 of them got it. Nice. Extremely fast run, and then the kind of like current patch is a little bit slower, but still kind of really fast. So now that these are down to like 20 minutes, it's kind of, I guess it's still like 6 minutes slower than the old patch because of boundary boost, but it's kind of at least somewhat comparable. Whereas 14 minutes versus 49 minutes is, not really that comparable. So yeah, it's cool that last few years it's kind of got down to a solid glitchy completion that you can do on current patch. Stennis having a hard time here. Yeah.
Stennis has really bad luck with branch skip.
Dude, all bosses unrestricted is a great category, Dan. Can recommend entirely.
Yeah, it is.
It's a really, I still think it's the most interesting category personally. When it's done well, it's like beautiful to watch. But...
yeah, it's got part walk skips now, really cool.
Yeah. It's old school on the top left. When done well, yeah, I know. So nice joke, right? Imagine having a good run on that category.
I mean, to be fair, this category is also pretty cool, when it goes well.
Yeah. I imagine if you're like the first time watching Dark Souls 2, I occasionally watch some of those like IBM ones where it's like speedrun some game I've never heard of, and I watch it and I'm like, yeah, I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. I can imagine if you've played Dark Souls 2 and then you watch this, you're like, what the hell is going on?
That's a very clean skip for old school there.
Yeah, it's a good run from old school. Didn't crash. Okay, exploits time. Who even found that little ledge to jump up? So I actually tried to find this on vanilla. I couldn't find it. I didn't think about jumping onto that little meme ledge to get the height to get up here. To do branch skip on. I know exploit found the kind of phase 2 part where you you clip through the wall, but as to getting up on vanilla, I didn't think it'd be possible, and someone's done it. It's also really dumb that we have to wait for this timer to run out rather than just quitting out to reset it, because Dark Souls 2 quit out screens are like 25 seconds. But yeah, just standing around waiting for the parry walk to break is kind of funny.
Nice how they keep skip.
Yeah, it's a clean run. Has anyone finished a run yet today, by the way?
Nick got to, on a no reset run, he got to duo, but he died to defender, and then he stopped.
Yeah.
He's actually been gone. He's been gone ever since eating lunch.
Yeah, it's good to get some energy, He's going to come back and power out a 1930 or something. Does old school do the... No, there's a moon jump you can do here. Which I think the moon jump's better. I think he did it earlier and then he messed it up and now he's not doing it again. I don't know, it's hard to know whether that moon jump up the stairs is worth... There's a cool one you can do where you jump over the ogre. It does save like 1 second or half a second. Which I think is probably better than going over the side, but I guess you just haven't practiced it. Doesn't really matter. But it does actually look pretty cool. You just like moon jump straight into the ogre and like kind of get like an auto roll, and then you go straight up the stairs afterwards. It's a good little jump. Also, this door is locked in Scarlet, right? I'm sure this door is locked. So we can't do this.
Yeah, that's why you got to get Forlorn.
Well, we do it with a different different dude now. Like, you can also get Forlorn, but that's just a lot slower because like the torches and whatever.
Yeah, I've not watched the Scholar route in a while.
Nice. See if Giant Lord takes any more runs.
Surely not. What do you think of the moon jump up to the zip line in Airy?
I don't remember whether it saves time or not, but
Yeah.
I mean the jump's fine. So if it saves time, I would do it. If it doesn't, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool jump, in my opinion.
They are doing it right. I think I saw Oscar take the zip line earlier.
Yeah, they're all doing it, I think.
I guess it does save time then. It feels like it should, because the run to Airy Jump is like a decent chunk of time, and you could probably get up there in like 20 seconds, and the zip line itself takes like no time at all.
It's pretty tragic to lose runs too, though. I've seen happen to a few people.
Yeah, I mean, this runs. It seems like there's a lot of places you can lose it, but I guess, I don't know. It feels like one, like, kind of like Ali's Gate Skip. If you practice it, it's probably fine.
Yeah, the worst place is probably when you get the crash in, the crash on the load in.
Yeah,
that's the most tragic place to lose a run.
Very curious what causes that.
Yeah, so am I.
Whether it's to do with like loading in a certain order or something. If it's not reliable, or maybe just a dodgy pixel or something, I guess it's probably the most likely. Like a bad texture. Yeah, it's a pretty tidy run from Oscar. Fujo's also started.
Yeah, Oscar was actually on PB pace on his first run, but he lost it to Shrine of Winter Skip, sadly.
This is also PB pace, which is good. I don't know. I think the one earlier was that was just behind, right? The one they dared to Giant Lord. I think he was like 9 seconds behind or something along those lines. See if oh no, it's vanilla, so you don't have any trouble in Jargon Shrine, thankfully. We shouldn't. But that looked quite scary, but okay. Someone else doing Fujo's about to try another branch skip. So it's what, like 6 or 7 minutes when you try it, which is, I mean, it's not great, but it's not that bad, I guess. It seems like a category that would be very boring to just sit and grind out by yourself, but I guess if in this kind of context, it's not too bad. Oh, I messed up the thing, unlucky. Old school losing half a second on menuing, unbelievable.
Yeah, you might as well just reset now.
It's such a shame you can't do the cool jump to Giant Lord here. You don't have enough health.
Yeah, Stella was
jump.
talking about that earlier.
That jump's so cool. It's one of my favourites.
Yeah, wasn't
I don't know. Wasn't
that the first jump discovered, Moon Jump?
No. I mean, this is where I found it, but this one that Oscar just did was probably the first one I've found. But the one where you just jump straight over the rubble was a little bit later. Still the same day, probably. So it looks like they need to heal. Well, I saw Fujo healing here. Maybe he got hit by a... Oh, no, they do heal. This is such a weird setup to me. Okay, and then go here and you buff. Okay. Getting somewhere. Let's see what the fight's like. You don't have enough stamina for 4 attacks. It's depressing. Oh, you do. You just messed up. Yeah, I saw you were low on health, Batista. It seems like you would have time to not heal and then buff instead of healing, and then block the dust with your mace. Would that work for RTSR? That seems like a more reliable set. This one's also fine, but I'd probably look into something like that. Okay, decent fight. Not happy with it, but hey, it was a little slow, but it was fine.
It's third run. Someone's got past Giant Lord.
That's menu.
We'll see if he can actually get Party Walk here this time. Yeah, never doubted it.
Nice. Yeah, I never liked power walking this dude. Just the pressure, even though the power walk's not really any harder than any of the other ones. It's just like you know if you mess it up, it's like, oh, I'm losing so much time now, rather than the 10 seconds you lose anyway. Okay, 1 down. I wonder if he's going to do the Stennis version of the Janglet Gate skip.
I mean, like the YOLO version.
The one where you get to the left, yeah.
Yeah. Probably will, I'd imagine. So I know YOLO did in his PB.
Yeah, he probably will then. I mean, he's in a good spot, right? He's already got the record, so it's just a case of, you know, he can like properly play for record here. Oh, it's back to Holy Water urns for the Nash glitch. Interesting. I thought we were using witching urns these days.
I guess not. The duo and Nash are so cursed in current patch, though.
Yeah. Oh well, an old patch as well. Not great.
And nice Party Walk there.
Damn, that is very fast. Yeah. Use witching urn status. Okay. I mean, it seems like you're just wasting time to pick up the Holy Water urns now. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's more used to the Nash glitch setup. It's fair enough. But it's not like an old patch where you're waiting for the dude anyway. This one's literally just like, you know, you're just spending 2 seconds picking them up, which you don't need to do.
Yeah. But now it's time for the coin flip segment.
Mess that up. Yep, here we go. Rolling the dice.
Yep.
Surely Watcher will be nice. Also, doing Defender with RTSR is so scary. When he just idles, is like, well, I want to attack, but if I attack and he unidles, then I die. It's just awful.
Yeah. You have to set it up with him too.
Yeah, the setup can be annoying, especially if Watcher trolls you, so you're at some like weird 3/4 health. Then you take a hit from Defender, and then you're at like 32% health, and you're like, oh, such a pain. Because if he does the 2-hand overhead combo, you don't block it properly, you die. All right, what we got?
Alright.
Looks good.
Nice.
Yeah, that was as good as it gets, really.
Defender's idling.
Yeah, a lot of shielding going on here. Hate to see it.
No.
Yeah, this is the health you really don't want to be at.
Oh, Monk Shake.
Block it? Yeah, okay. Wouldn't have gone for that one. Okay. Oh, this RNG is so bad. Goodness me. This is so awful, dude. He's doing R2s. Interesting. Yeah, I guess this is a safer way of fighting him. You can get 2 R1s there if you know what you're doing, but that R2 is fine on the block, but like here you should. Yeah, okay, he's got it this time. Maybe it's just to manage the stamina, the stagger timing, I guess. Oof.
Hate strafe on that attack.
Yeah, you can strafe it both ways, but both ways are pretty jank.
Alright.
Yeah, that was really bad energy.
Time for the final coin flip. Nice. So we will see a finished run.
Oh damn, nice. I think you've got a stream that's slightly ahead of mine, but yeah, that's a solid run. It's going to be around 21, I imagine. Wait, best possible time is 20:39 going into the segment. Does he have a big time save on the final segment? I guess it might be a new world record then.
Yeah, I think
because that was not bad. The Dragon Lake Power Walk was super fast.
I think his PB duo was really bad.
I mean, this duo Defender was really bad, but I don't know. It's going to be close. I think it actually won't be record. I had to guess. This damage is so awful. He had to rebuff because the fight was so bad, and yeah, I think this will be like a 2050. Maybe it will. 7.
Nice. So GG to old school.
There it is. GG's.
Yeah, the 1 second PV.
Yeah, he's done well there. I mean, that was really bad defender RNG, and he did well to hold that together.
But at least we can say we saw a world record run today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad someone finished a run, and the world record's even better. Increasing the margins by 1 second, they will count.
You who bear the curse.
Congratulations, Olsky. That was, yeah, that was well handled. Let's say. It looks like people. It looks like the kind of bottom out time of this category is going to be about 20. If you YOLO everything, maybe a 2040 or 2035. He lost a bit of time on Giant Lord as well. The Giant Lord fight was fine, but it definitely wasn't fast. Not nearly as bad as the duo fight, but oh, it's the first world record on PB Chamber. Insane. That's a nice title.